What do you see the credentials talk about this as a cis straight male?
Hold on, you can't assume my gender.
But am I wrong?
Yeah, you're wrong.
Okay, but you're still a cis male.
How do you know that though?
Got him!
Because I look like one, right?
No, because...
Then why?
I think I didn't give permission to film me. I don't want to be filmed. Public stream, you don't need your permission. Cool.
You literally walked up to him and took a photo without his permission.
Yeah, I'm not being put on TV though, you know?
Are you worried you're going to come off looking stupid?
No, it's not something I want to debate. That was just very typical of the level of intelligence. Oh, he's back.
Don't you find it funny that you said you don't want to be on film, you walked up, you took a photo without his consent, and then you complained about being filmed without consent, and then you just won't leave us alone?
Being interviewed and photographed, you know?
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Okay, so you didn't have to answer. It's just being photographed without consent is the same thing.
I don't want to be interviewed.
And you're still here.
It's like Mike Tyson said, social media made people way too comfortable with disrespecting people and not getting punched in the face for it. And I'm not encouraging violence, I'm just saying you can tell this strip of a man has gotten away with being annoying his whole life.
Older people like you guys, you can't grasp the idea.
Excuse me, I'm quite young.
All right, buddy.
I identify as 19.
See, this is the argument that people keep pulling. It's not about that.
Why
if
is
people
that
want
not
to be
a legitimate argument though? Why can't I identify as a black person but I can identify as a woman?
What? See, this is what I mean. Why is it harmful that people want to, like, identify as another gender? How does that harm you?
How does it harm you that I want to identify as 19?
It doesn't harm me.
Okay, so then why don't you accept it?
I didn't say I didn't accept it.
Do you accept that I'm 19?
If you want to say that, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't affect me.
So will you take back your statement where you said that I was an old man?
What?
You know, she says it doesn't harm anybody to identify as whatever you want, but what about the men identifying as women so they can go into women's spaces and do God knows what? Or what about the 50-year-old man that identifies as a 13-year-old girl?
A 50-year-old trans swimmer competed against teen girls in Canada. Melody Weishart reportedly left many girls uncomfortable after they had to share a changing room with the male-born adult. Parents told the Toronto Sun they were forced to set up a makeshift tent to protect their kids' privacy. Took place at the 1500-meter freestyle for athletes 16 and older, where the trans swimmer was placed second. Swimming Canada and Swim Ontario defended Weishart's participation, saying that their sport is for everyone.
The parents need to toughen up and really put their foot down. You can't allow this type of shit. There's no way that I'm allowing my daughter in a changing room with a fully grown man or allowing her to compete against one. There's not a chance in hell.
Because here's a scenario for you. Lionel Messi puts his hand up and says, actually, I'm feeling like a woman today. Do you play him in the American women's national team, Francesca? Yes or no?
Yes, right now. Hell yeah. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Messi on the U.S. women's national team? Hell yeah.
Would you allow Usain Bolt to do that and be in the sprinting team?
Yes, because that would mean they're a trans woman. They identify as women.
I get it. So just to be clear, you'd let Lionel Messi play in the women's national football team and destroy women's football forever. You'd let Usain Bolt...
it'd be very difficult to get a ticket, which would suck.
I want to do a little checklist here. You'd let Usain Bolt compete as a sprinter in the American women's Olympic team?
Yes.
Okay. You would let Floyd Mayweather compete as a boxer in the women's American boxing team.
Yeah,
you are a
you have to be
complete
like the
and utter
heavyweight.
lunatic.
I completely agree with Francesca. I agree with Francesca, and I'd go
They
further.
would
Actually,
have
Piers,
to
you always,
transition.
lunacy.
you always say that you want to be a penguin. I would let you live at London Zoo in a cage like the rest of the penguins.
You know what? I'd be a very popular exhibit.
You would. And you'd be locked up.
Esther, here's the problem.
For the rest
It is
of the world.
so delusional. The idea you would let Usain Bolt say, I'm a woman, and compete against women on a racetrack when no man can compete with him, right? It's utterly ridiculous.
Well, I'm just convinced that they don't actually believe this, but the logical conclusion of their ludicrous arguments facilitates the need to actually say these things. Also, this is a testament to the poor quality of public education in both the US and the UK, that you both don't understand the basic economics of how sports entertainment works.
Yeah.
If there are not enough bums on seats, you don't get paid enough. That's literally it.
That's
so
it.
sitting there outraged about the fact that some female players don't make as much as some male athletes, guess what? Go and buy the tickets to their games and start boosting up their viewing figures, and then maybe...
Caitlin Clark got more views.
Look at the revenue for the Women's World Cup and compare it to the Men's World Cup. They are light years away.
I don't believe this woman believes anything that comes out of her own mouth. I think she's just saying it all for attention and views, and she's probably made a whole brand out of it and made a bunch of money from it. I actually don't believe the majority of the people that say this type of shit believe what they're saying, and the ones that say they do are either pretending or they need Michael.
Stop it. Get some help. Gaza graduation. Let's see how much students actually know what they stand for. If you get them right, you win $100. First question, have you guys chanted from the river to the sea?
Yes.
Okay, which river, which sea?
The Sea of...
So you don't know that? Okay.
No.
And the answer was the Mediterranean and the Jordan. Wouldn't it be great if these expensive colleges actually taught them something?
I've seen a few of you in the comments say that I'm not pro-Palestine because I take the piss out of these protesters. I'm not taking the piss out of them because they're supporting Palestine. I'm taking the piss out of them because they don't even know what they're supporting. They're a bunch of aimless sheep that are just following anything they're told to follow.
Any idea what you're looking at? That is a list of the passengers on the Mayflower.
No, I can't believe this. No, my ancestors did not come here on the Mayflower.
Your ancestors came on the Mayflower.
No.
You are descended
No.
from one of the 101 people who sailed on the Mayflower.
Oof. That's a little bit too much to deal with.
So that woman's name is Angela Davis. She is one of the most anti-white and pro-reparations leaders in America. Not only did she just learn that her ancestors were colonizers, but she later found out that they were also slave owners. You can't pick and choose your bloodline, Angela, and 23andMe says it's time for you to pay up.
And some respect. We are not interested in knowing what you think about sex or gender. We will make up our own minds about that by using critical thinking. We don't need to know what you think, and definitely do not need you ramming your opinions down our throat. Please keep these things to yourselves. We don't want to know. We, the people, we must get these tyrants out of our government. These tyrants find it impossible to leave us all alone to get on with our own lives. We don't want them.
This young girl's already got a higher IQ than most college students and politicians. We need to let the kids be kids, leave the kids alone. If you want to identify as Dumbo the elephant, and you go ahead and do that, as long as you're not harming anyone else. But don't force it on to kids.
Calm down.
Phone down. Put the phone down.
Relax.
Somebody call security.
It's just a hat. Why are you stressing out, Karen? Just call security. Go, call security. Call them. This is getting ridiculous. I thought America was a free country.
Who will you be voting for?
We'll have to wait and see. It's a little down the line.
Okay.
Just kidding. I'm voting for Biden. If it's a Biden-Trump matchup, then I'd be voting for Biden. Yeah.
What would make you want to vote for Joe Biden versus a person like Donald Trump?
I can't even begin to list the reasons. It's that extensive.
Can I get 3 of them?
Sure. He aligns with my values more. He's more pro-democracy, and I think he's a better person.
Okay. And with policies, anything like that?
He aligns with my policies generally across the board.
What are your policies?
All right, this is where we're hitting past the minute point. I gotta run.
We got like
sorry.
10 more seconds.
All right, I'm sorry, but I'm cutting this short. I gotta.
Isn't Harvard meant to be one of the most prestigious universities in the world, and this donut can't even name one policy?
It's really ridiculous.
Very popular rapper Eminem is currently being cancelled all across social media because of a song that he released a couple days ago. The title of the song that Eminem released is Houdini, and if you somehow have not heard of this song yet, I would be in shock because it is going mega viral, but there's also a lot of controversial lyrics in the song that have made a lot of people upset. Like this lyric right here, Eminem said my transgender cat Siamese identifies as black but acts Chinese. So those lyrics right there made a lot of people very upset and found it very offensive. Here's another lyric that Eminem said in his song that made a lot of people very upset. Eminem said, if I was to ask Megan Thee Stallion if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at a feat? Kind of like making fun of a traumatic situation that Megan Thee Stallion was involved in. A lot of people on social media are like very mad at Eminem for, and once again are trying to cancel him.
I'm sure Eminem is terrified that all the little snowflakes are trying to cancel him.
Shiver my timbers. Shut up, man.
How many genders are there?
Many. It's actually like quantifiably.
How about a number?
Impossible.
Quantifiable, good.
No, it's so many because.
Give me a number. Any number.
Okay, well the way the data breaks down, this is why you don't understand it.
Number.
You don't actually care about learning. You want one number. There's so many. The way that the.
So many. Not so many. Not a number.
Chromosomes actually break down with intersex genders and the way that it actually happens. That is the starting point that you learn in like 5th grade. But when you actually do real experiments, you learn that the way that data breaks down when it comes to.
Can you give me a number
genders,
or not? Number?
A number? You have 2. Yes. That's 6th grade science. When you move on, there are hundreds of different categories.
So what you learn in 6th grade becomes less true as you get older? Like gravity becomes less true?
Yeah, we used to become more knowledgeable and intelligent with age, and now it seems a lot of us, especially college students, are actually getting dumber.